Bob Villeneuve, who is what is your title? The Director of
Culinary Innovation.
Which means?
So basically my job is to look at products and what are new ways that we can use them. Look for applications, what are ways that we can make cooking simpler, more fun, and keep people inspired. I think a lot of people get kind of tired of cooking the same thing. They're looking for ideas.
Totally.
But nobody wants to invest a huge amount of time. Or I shouldn't say we don't want to, we don't have the time to. I mean, people look at, what I do for a living and they go, oh, you guys must eat. No, we cook a lot on the weekends and spend the weeknights reinventing between dance lessons and piano.
Sure.
And that's where tortillas come in.
Innovation. Your assignment, chef,
My assignment today was tortillas.
I like it.
Was looking at a bunch of different ways to use tortillas, some of which you've definitely thought of and some of which you may not have. Up at the front here, we've got using tortillas as a pizza shell. So we've just got a really simple margarita pizza. So some tomatoes, some cheese, some fresh basil. You get this really wonderful, crunchy, crispy pizza crust, and it is so simple. These are ingredients you can have sitting in your house all the time.
Totally. So make it practical for us. For those who are afraid to even turn on the oven, to what temperature do you put it on? Or are you doing this in the pan?
So this you're doing in the oven. You've got a big window here. This is forgiving. Anywhere from 350 to like 425, you're going to be able to pull this off.
Okay.
Because really, you're just watching it. When the cheese is melted and the tortillas are crispy, you've got something delicious and ready to go.
Now, if somebody is afraid to cook,
yes,
you put it at 375 and you set the timer for?
I'm going to say about 8 minutes.
Perfect. So you set the timer, that won't burn it, then you watch it and watch it get bubbly and crispy and go.
One of the classics with tortillas is fajitas. And this is one of these things that people order out all the time in restaurants, but it's such an easy weeknight dinner because you can have everything prepared. You have your Dempster's tortillas sitting in the cupboard. You've got your peppers that you cut up the night before and your onions. You've got your meat cut up. You can even season it. Literally, you walk in the door, you can have this on the table in about 10 minutes because really all you're doing is frying up the chicken, frying up the peppers, and you're ready to go.
Wrapping up leftovers. That's the easiest way to reinvent your leftovers, right?
Absolutely.
And what's in this smells delicious.
So what we've got going in the pan here, this is very much sort of, here in Vancouver, you guys probably have one of the best food truck cultures in Canada. The rest of the country, we're still playing catch up a little bit. This is very much a food truck inspired dish. We're making shrimp soft shell tacos. And I always have to feel a little funny when I say soft shell tacos because really all tacos are supposed to be soft shell. Hard shell tacos were invented by that little restaurant chain with the word taco in their name. Yeah!
There's no such thing as a crispy taco?
So you go to Mexico, you ask for a hard shell taco, they don't really know. They use corn tortillas and they fry them so they get a little crispy, but not what we sort of think of.
Gotcha. So you've got onion and radish and shredded carrot and little spice.
We've got like a sort of a Cajun mix in here. We've got the shrimp sauteing. One of the really interesting things to this recipe is adding in some diced radish. Radish has that really wonderful peppery taste. A lot of people don't think of cooking with radish, but it really mellows the flavor. So if you think you don't like radish, but you like kind of that peppery hit, this is a great application.
Excellent. So you talk about lasagna. I'm going to make
You're going to make some lime crema to go on our tacos. So this is another really, really fun dish. It's very much a cross-cultural influence of making a lasagna using tortillas instead of noodles. So you've basically got all your sort of traditional fajita/taco flavors. You saute up some ground beef, you add some tomatoes, some green salsa, some cheese. You layer it, and again, for a weeknight dinner, you can have this done ahead of time, then get home, throw it in the oven, and you're ready to go.
Super simple. Again, throw it into the oven. Tell us how long approximately.
So this one's going to take about, if you make it on the spot, it's going to be about 40 minutes in the oven. If you're doing it ahead of time, it's coming out of the fridge, it's going to be at about an extra 10 minutes to that, just to kind of get that temperature up.
All right, let's build one right now, because we've got to get out to Don at Kelly Deck Design.
So we're just going to really quickly put together our tacos.
I'll bring one of these over for you, Riaz, don't worry.
A little bit of our lime crema.
Lime crema.
We got our sauteed shrimp with the radishes and the onions. And what I always, make sure I tell people about this, especially if you're cooking for kids, we both have young kids.
Yes.
Leave out the stuff they don't like, add more of the stuff they do like. If the onions are going to have them not eat it, leave the onions out. They love red peppers, use red peppers. That's how we cook at home every day is, we only cook one dinner, but we cook it in a way that's going to be approachable and the kids are going to enjoy it.
Okay, I'm going to give this a try. Thank you, chef, for this. Wrap it up.
Yeah, cheers.
In the truest Dempster wrapper sense. Over to you, Don. We're tasting food in the BT kitchen.